Hello, everybody. This is your stay-at-home grandma, and I finished the shadow box. I do need to get the lights for it, but I'm going to show it to you. It's right here. Still kind of wet from the Mod Podge, but on the outside, that's the shadow box. See the ribbon and everything, and then the gloves. Those are my gloves. On the bottom, right there, it has a piece of lace on top of it with some little flowers. Now, the gloves were mine when I was a little girl. I don't know how. I don't remember how exactly old I was. I think I have a picture of my mother and I at a recital, but I'm not sure that those were the gloves though. But back in my day, 100 years ago, you wore gloves when you went someplace. Well, you do now when you go some places, but not like we did then. But so that's drying, and then I'll put the lights in, and I'll let you see it with the lights, and I'll let you see it with the lights. Now on to some other things. So I'm about to make a mess, actually. No, I'm about to Mod Podge this. This is to hold my plants in the plant hanger with the plant hanger, and I didn't like the color. So I'm about to Mod Podge it. And I got, let me give you a close up of this, these napkins. And I thought that they were really pretty. So I'm about to Mod Podge this while I talk to you. So I told you I'm going to be doing more DIYs and more cooking. I'm going to do reviews, of course. I started out doing reviews, but I'm going to do more of me and let you see me. And it's a nice Sunday afternoon. My husband is down at his shop. I really didn't have to cook today. It's cold though, it is. And I'm going to lower this down so that you can see me Mod Podging. But I'll also see if somebody comes on. Okay, so I'm going to lower this. I get my teeth on the 8th, thank God. Okay, so I haven't Mod Podged anything in quite a while. So this should be fun. I'm thinking about maybe a year or so, maybe longer. And I miss it. And actually, I'm going to be making some bowls, not Mod Podge, but some bowls, some paper bowls. Just make a lot of things. And then, you get working and stuff like that and you don't do it as much, but I'm going to be doing it and more. I see a lot of people are into making paper bowls and stuff again. It's funny how my mother once said, what's old becomes new again. And I never really understood that until I got older. How come we don't become new though when we get old? So is everybody ready for the Memorial Day weekend? I hope everybody has a nice weekend, but I hope everybody takes the Memorial Day seriously. If you lost anybody, I did. I lost a lot of friends in the Vietnam War, and a couple of my friends' sons in the Afghanistan War. And if you lost anybody, I think you really understand why Memorial Day is so important. I don't think it's about who we are or what we are. Or at that point, it's about the soldiers who were and the men and women who fought for us. And I think that most of us understand that when they go off to war like that, especially now. Now, before, you kind of had to go because you were drafted, but you don't really have to go. So a lot of people sign up. I mean, I know you have to sign up when you get to be 18, but that doesn't mean you have to go. So, ooh, excuse me, there's a difference than there was when I was 18, once upon a lifetime ago. And once upon a lifetime ago, it took a guy from high school who was my friend, and he happened to be Caucasian, and he was a wonderful friend. And we studied together, we laughed together, you know, and his mother was a very wonderful woman. Took my neighbor from childhood across the street. When he was getting ready to go, he came to visit me because he had moved out of the neighborhood and they had bought another house. But he came to see me because he was my childhood friend. And he came to see me. And that was the last time I saw him. The next time I saw him, well, at that particular time, you did not see what was in the coffin. So the next time I saw him per se was in the coffin. And then it took my friend, and by right, when he came back, I was thinking about, we had talked about it, but and stuff like that. I wasn't really, I don't even want to say I was not ready. I just wasn't ready. And I think that was one of the mistakes that you make when you're an adult, because he got killed. So I will live with that for the rest of my life. I mean, it's over, but it's never over, because I did love him. I just wasn't ready to settle down. Oh, and it's the tissue that I saved this tissue. Don't ask me for what. I just save everything. But I'm not the only one, I find. I listen to other crafters on YouTube, and they save everything too. So I'm not the only one. I am not the only one. I like this. I really do. I like different things. Now this has some perforated holes in it that look like flowers. So what I will do is I will take this after and cut around it to cut them out, because I believe that they're there for the plants to breathe, but we'll see. I've got to get my daughter, my granddaughter she's a scientist. She kind of like shocked me when she made a rap, but it's on YouTube and they just taped it. So who knows with these kids? But I mean, at least it's something good. It's a positive one. It's not, I couldn't see her doing that, but then again, who knows? But my other daughter, my oldest daughter, who's an accountant, she has been in some plays, and it's on YouTube somewhere. I have to get everything so I can put it up. So if you want to, you can visit it and see it. So, and of course, my son has a YouTube channel too, so they're doing all right. And my oldest daughter, she does reviews. My middle daughter, my oldest daughter, is the one that does the plays. So they're busy. So this is it so far. I don't like it. I didn't think I did not think I would, but I'm going to do both sides. So I'll finish this side hopefully with you all, and then tomorrow, or maybe tonight, who knows? It depends on how long this takes to dry. I forget how long this takes to dry. But the thing is, I started to paint this, and it would not take the paint. But the Mod Podge picked it right up. It is cold here. I'm in Delaware, but I have friends in New York. I was listening to my friend's channel, and she had a live channel this afternoon, and it's cold in New York. It's cold everywhere. And my oldest daughter is in Boston, and she was telling me how cold it was. I was like, dang, really? And it's so cold. I got my robe on with clothes. That's how cold it is. Hey, Vern. Oh, yeah. I just went on automatically. I didn't plan to go on, but I finished the, I'll show you in 1 second. I'll show you now. I finished the shadow box for my granddaughter. Boy, this thing is heavy. Can you see it? I'm gonna have to lean it up just a little bit. Making a lot of noise. So I finished the shadow box. I just have to do a couple of tweak it in a couple of places, but it's ready. If I drop it, I'll kill myself. So I finished the shadow box. So now I'm working on Mod Podging something. I bought this. Well, I got this to review actually, and it was a tray to hang plants on, which I was going to hang in my room, but I don't like the black, and so I'm Mod Podging it. You know, I always got to have something to do. That was fun. I had so much. I was just talking about you. I had so much fun on there. This is Vern's junk closet. So anybody that's listening, got to see her channel. We had fun. We had so much fun. Just being people. So you going on Tuesday? What time Tuesday? Because when 4 hours, yep. But you know what's funny about it? I don't think anybody ever gets tired of you because you're funny. You were really funny. Because the jokes that you tell, I think you make them all up. That's just what I think. That's just my opinion. We had a good time. As it was said, a good time was had by all. So, are you doing any barbecuing or anything? Yeah, yeah, they're very special people. You doing anything for Memorial Day? Barbecuing or anything? I don't take part in Memorial Day in that way because I lost so many people. When I was graduated from high school, um, I was 18, and by the time I was 19, I lost, I want to say 6 friends in Vietnam. One of which I can't say was my boyfriend, but we had talked about it, and I said, well, when you come back because I wasn't ready, and well, you know the rest. So Vietnam, I mean, Memorial Day is for those people who did not make it back to enjoy what we enjoy. And I think what makes me so mad is that I made a statement the other day. And when we were talking about you have the right to say whatever you feel, um, I made a statement on YouTube the other day because there was this saying that said that I rather stand for the flag than kneel. Okay, and I agree. Okay, and let me tell you the reason why I agree. It's because when Black Lives Matters happened, where was Kavanagh? Okay, or whatever his name is, Kempinski, whatever his name is. You know what I mean? And he got all these deals because of his knees, and he's a football player. If a veteran had done it, I would have said nothing about it. But it just kind of makes me mad when it's so. But the thing is, what really happened is that's what exactly only knew to God. And people who have been enslaved, the Irish, the Italians, we've all had a hard time. Okay, most of us came here. Most of us, we know how we came here. The half of me, the other half of me, my grandfather came from Portugal, so he did not come as a slave, but he came as a servant. Okay, so that's what I feel. I feel we only kneel to God, and most of us who came from either poverty or parents trying to do a better life have kneeled enough. You know what I mean? So it really bothered me. And I'm glad that you said that. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you didn't like it or not. I said it. Okay. And one of my girlfriends, well, I've known her since we were in high school together. Okay. But we've been apart for years. She said to me, I can't believe you said that. And, taking the propaganda and everything like that and just throwing it out there like that. And so I said, that's how I feel. Deal with it because that's how I feel. If you're a Republican and I'm a Democrat, that doesn't make us any less friends. You just believe in something different than I do. And I'm actually not a Republican nor a Democrat. I'm an independent voter. You know what I mean? I vote for people that I like, you know, and that's just me. People make me kind of mad with that because at the end of the day, that's what America is, the freedom to say things. Now, we don't always have that freedom. We know that. But, okay, I'm going to say what I feel. And, you can blast me out all you want to. I don't really care. And so what I came back with, why I said it. Okay. And because I feel as though I can say whatever I want. And one of my friends who was in the military, who was a female, said, I agree. I don't really care whether you agree or not. We can agree to disagree and still be friends. Like I said, I have friends who are Republicans and they're of our persuasion. So, but they believe in what they believe. We don't even argue about it. I refuse to. And I got kind of mad. I didn't get kind of heated, but I come to that point to where I said, maybe I need to say a little bit more than what I said when I wrote what I wrote. And then I'm saying no, because You can't change people's minds. They say whatever they want, they feel whatever they want, like I do. But I had one person tell me there was a comment made in the on Facebook that said that before we take care of other people in other countries, right now, we need to be taking care of our veterans and making sure that they have a place to stay, and doing what we can for our veterans, and the sick and the disabled. Okay, and I said, I agree. My cousin said to me, I don't believe that you said that. Okay. She said, we have to, how can you be against people that don't have a home? Well, actually, they do have a home. Okay. But you just can't come in. Okay. And I don't even want to get into it. The bottom line is that what I say is what I say, like what you say is what you say. And I respect you. And if that's how you feel about certain things, that's your right as a person. So, like I said, hey, if you don't want to be my friend or something like that, and we too old, I mean, at least my friends that I have been friends with for years and years and years, we're talking high school, 1965, 66, and 67. You know what I mean? A lot of young people go 65, 60, oh yeah, and they have to look it up to make sure that it was really there. Okay, my great grandmother was a slave on my father's side. Okay, my grandfather came to this country with $10, and his name is on the book at in Ellis Island, because I found it. You know what I mean? So, and my family is very mixed because we were all military. So I love everybody. You know what I mean? I respect everybody. If you don't like me, that's your problem, not mine. Especially if you don't know me, because I'll give you my last shirt if I can. But if you don't like me, that's your right. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But I was kind of perturbed, and I really was going to go say something, and then something in my heart said, nah, you know what? I'm not even going to argue with people. People believe what they want to believe. But like I said, I only kneel to God. I'm sorry. And that's right. And if you don't believe, and I think as a people, we did enough kneeling and begging and all that other kind of stuff. It's time for us. It's just like you said, Vern. It's time for us to stand up. I didn't quite say it this way, but I'm going to say it the way that I see it. It's time for us to stand up and be counted. Now, Vern, I told you I'm going to get my teeth the 8th of this month, the 8th of June. Okay, I've been waiting almost 2 years because when I first lost my first tooth and then my second tooth, it was like last year. I bit into a piece of chicken and I bit into a lamb chop, and both front teeth, and they're old. So yeah. And because of the medication I take and stuff like that, the doctor said that's really what it was. I was supposed to get them fixed last year, and then they went into lockdown. So, trying to get a dentist. Well, I mean, I have a dentist and stuff like that, but it just trying to get appointments and everything when we were getting back on track was miserable. But finally, and like I said, it's in God's time, and so I'm gonna have teeth. So when I come on, okay, when I have my teeth, I'm gonna show everybody. Hey, everybody, I got teeth again in the front. All of my bottom teeth are fine. I can't imagine what happened, but like my doctor said, it's from the medication. So you deal with it. You know, and all the money that my mother spent on my teeth and stuff like that, I know she must be turning around in her grave. So did you cook? Did you have? Oh, that's why your kitchen is. What is? See, if my husband was not retired, okay, I would tell him my cousin Vern needs somebody to, because he's a retired contractor, and he worked for DuPont for years, welding and things like that. He retired from DuPont, and then he had his own little business on the side. And then because he had some heart problems, he has something in his heart. I forget what it is, but he said that they said that he couldn't do any more welding or any heavy lifting. So they're working on the front of our house, and of course, you know, it's been cold and rainy and all that kind of stuff. So it'll get done because I'm in my bedroom right now because they're changing the art room. Hi, Nicholas. How are you? Nicholas, this is Vern. Vern, this is Nicholas. I don't know if you don't know each other, but you know each other now. Okay. I'm going to go into the den and he's going to go upstairs and make himself a little, I guess, a man cave upstairs. And I'm going to go ahead, use the den to have my art room. So this is a makeshift room. And actually, you know what's funny? I'm actually happy in my room, my bedroom, but it's not cluttered, but it's some of my shelves for stuff that I really need are in here. But I think I work better now because going upstairs on that top floor was not a joy anymore. It was at first, but it's no longer fun. Arthritic knees and the stairs don't, and a whole bunch of stairs don't mix. And I have the chair downstairs, but to go downstairs, but you know, he just said, well, we need to change rooms. So I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with him. So Nicholas, what you doing? You got anything planned for I don't know why I keep calling this Labor Day. I'm oh yeah, let me put this back down again so you can see what I'm doing. I'm podging this is the dish well, it's not a dish. It's what I got to review. It was a macrame hanger and a bowl and a dish to put the plants on, but I didn't like that it was black. It was just too plain. You know, I got to be extra. You know me, I got to be extra. Nicholas, you know me well. So Vern, my granddaughter, try it, buy it, make it, sell it. Her daughter is graduating she'll be turning 18. Can you believe that? I think when I first started on YouTube, she was 8. And she will be turning 18 next Sunday. I told her mother, I said, you're getting old. My grandkids are just, you know what's funny? My great grandchildren, okay, Ari turned 8 and Angel turned 12 the first of the month. And I don't know whether I knew you at that particular time, but we used to do YouTube until they changed the laws. So, but now, see, the two youngest grandchildren, one is 15 now, and the other one, like I said, will be 18 in a week. So we can do YouTube together, but they don't seem to be interested anymore. I don't know. But she's graduating June the 10th. I mean, I don't know where all the time went, but it went by. And I'm glad too that I had fun with her. I'm going to show you everything that I got for her. I'm making her a blanket and I'll show all of that, not today, but sometime next week, because, you know, I've been making things for her and I bought her I let her pick out the necklace yesterday because I bought 2 necklaces and I let her pick it out. One of the necklaces is on the review page, but if you want to see it, but the other, she picked out the other necklace that I didn't have, so I'm going to show everybody the necklaces, you know, her stuff that I'm going to give her, plus money. And you know what money looks like, so I'm not going to show you that. But yeah, graduating from high school. So, Nicholas, what games are you playing? And why aren't you? I gotta check because you haven't been on. I'll check and see, but you haven't been on. I think you've been on like once or twice. Because every time I check, I haven't checked in the past month, but every time I checked, it was only like once or twice, and I want to know why. And you need to ask him why too, Vern. Did you get Vern? Did you get my granddaughter's video? She's a scientist, but she did a rap, and some guy heard it that went to school with her, and he recorded it, and it's actually good. It's a clean rap, so. But it's funny because she's one of the quiet ones. I never even pictured that she would. It's funny about people. And my other daughter, the oldest one, Terry, she's got something on YouTube for her play that she's in. She's been in several plays. So I'm going to find out from her where it is, and because I know it's tonight. She said it's on YouTube, but it's supposed to be on YouTube, so I will get it and put it in my chat description box. And you didn't get it, Vern? Because I'll send you both of them. And of course, my son has a YouTube channel. He does paranormal hood and something paranormal. I don't know. And I'm not into paranormal, so, and he knows it. So I just turn it on and keep right on working and doing what I'm doing. Because I got to support him, you know. I suppose this is when I'm supposed to be telling a joke, right, Vern? You don't want me to tell any jokes. I can joke with people and laugh and stuff like that, but I cannot tell a joke. I can't even begin to tell you that I can't tell a joke. I learned that very quickly in high school. Don't tell a joke. Because I'm not serious. Well, I guess I was in high school. And this is Pepsi, by the way. I'm either drinking iced tea or Pepsi. I can have wine, but the medication that I take does not really work well with wine. So I get real sleepy real fast, and then I'll sleep. And I have to be careful with that. So rather than to do all of that, that's almost finished. So how are you cooking and everything? Oh, because like I said, I think I said, well, I don't know whether I finished it or not. But if my husband was still working like that, I would tell him, look, my cousin in New York needs some help. He'd be right there. Your insurance company is taking care of it, right? But I know it's hard to get a contractor because I know it was hard for us to get the front of the house painted. And then the thing when it's painting the house is going to do the inside. And at first, right, I was going to say, you don't have a floor, so how can you cook? How do you, but then again, what do you do? Fly over the floor? You know what I mean? Because I forgot about you, you're Vern. I'm just saying. I remember that too, but it didn't happen like, well, had some ceiling damage in the kitchen, but not like that. But still, and contractors like, you're at their mercy. Now, this guy that we have, he does like one job at a time because mostly lots of contractors have 2 or 3 jobs, but he works by himself. So he says he does one at a time. And so, but the only reason why he hasn't been here is because, like I said, it's been raining. And, he would probably, I don't want 2 or 3 things done at once. I want like one thing done and finished, and then you do the other thing because I get nervous and antsy when things are not done right. So they'll do the room when they finish outside. And of course, my husband is out there looking and helping and all that kind of stuff, you know. So and he's down his shop now, sawing wood or something like that. I don't know with him, you know what I mean? And you tell them to sit still, and they look at you like you're crazy. So I say nothing. I guess it's hard to be active and then not be active again, you know, for whatever reason. I'm sure it is. But the doctor tells me sit still, I'm sitting still. Which for me, because I was a school counselor in grade school. I was a grade school. I had high school at one time, and then I was a school counselor. And so when I had the stroke, I worked for another year, and I retired before I was supposed to. So I lost some of my retirement. That happens in the school system, but I really didn't care because I had other things. And like you, I had other streams. So, and then I also had a private practice at that time. So, I and I still taught part-time at a college, so I was pretty good. But, I had to leave. And the doctor said I had to leave. Um, but through therapy, well, let me do it like this, through prayer and therapy and stuff like that, I'm able to walk and all that kind of stuff. Walk slow, I do, but I walk. The only thing is up and down the stairs, but that's because of the arthritis in the knees. And they wanted to give me new knees, and I said, not right now, maybe tomorrow. I don't want to have any operations or anything like that. I've had a couple in my life, but I really don't want them operating on my knees and my toes and all that other kind of stuff. I really don't need that. And I know people who have had the operation who are still in pain. So And I try to exercise now. I finally got into the habit of exercising. Okay, honey. I'll talk to you later. I'm almost finished anyway. I got one more, maybe two. She went where? Okay. I'm almost finished anyway. What time are you going on Tuesday? I think I asked you that before, but I think I forgot. I didn't think I forgot. I forgot. I need to start writing this down or something like that because somehow or other, I I I find that I'm on your site and then I'll go to your site and then YouTube will kick me off and I have to subscribe again. And then the other thing is, okay, somehow or other, your smart friend here, your cousin, somehow or other, I don't get my messages. I don't know what I did, but I don't get my messages. So I got to look into that. I'll try to look into that and find out why I don't get any messages anymore. I have a social page in Gmail, but and like lots of times when people come on mine, that I get that, but I don't get the ones who I don't know. Something happened. I did something. I know I did, and like I haven't had time to find out what is it I did. But I will though. So speaking to which, I'm going to talk to my daughter and see if I can use her address or something. Oh, Lydia. Use Lydia's address maybe. Because I think I want to do the wine. I just have to see how. I got one more. Now the paper's sticking to my hand. Let's put all this in. Okay. For the most part, I'm done. So that dries. So if you like this, like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'm going to go wash my hands. And video, and stay safe.